Welcome back to the channel. My name is Thomas Fletcher and I'm the host of the LCSW network. If you're new to the channel, please do me a favor by smashing that like button, by subscribing to the channel, and by sharing this video with your social work colleagues and friends. The purpose of this channel is to create a community of hope and support where social workers can come together for relevant news, information, and inspiration. Okay, welcome back to Self-Care Saturday. Today we will be talking about 5 keys to self-care. Okay? The first key to self-care is that we must maintain hope. We must create hope for ourselves and hope for others. It's very easy as social workers to be working so hard that we sometimes lose hope. Sometimes we lose hope in our clients. Sometimes we lose hope in our own abilities to help our clients. But we must maintain that hope. And we must find ways to keep that hope going. And when we lose that hope, to refind it, rebuild it in ourselves. And for each of us, that's going to be very different. For some of us, it may be leaning on other people around us. For some of us, it may be our spiritual beliefs, our religious beliefs. Wherever you can get that hope, there's no wrong answer. So that's the first key, hope. Building that hope in ourselves, as well as finding it in other people around us. The second key of self-care, personal responsibility. Sometimes students ask me, or other social workers will ask me, well, what about my employer? What about my supervisor? Are they responsible for my self-care? And my answer to that is no. Each of us is personally responsible for maintaining our self-care, for creating self-care plans. Nobody else. Each of us is the expert on ourselves. So I can't tell you how you will activate and maintain your self-care. That's for you. That's your personal responsibility. My personal responsibility is maintaining the things that will lead me to good self-care. For example, as you guys know, one of my favorite self-care practices is getting on my bicycle. That's why I'm in my cycling outfit right now. It's my personal responsibility. It's not my supervisor, it's not my wife, it's not my brother's. It's my personal responsibility to make time to do something that I know which is gonna give me that hope. And when I get on the look, not only the act of getting on the bicycle, but just planning it out days in advance, that gives me hope actually. So all these keys that I'm talking about, they're all connected. So far we've talked about hope, we've talked about personal responsibility. The third key of self-care is education. And what I mean by education is it is up to each of us to educate ourselves about all of the different self-care practices that are out there. And again, each of us is the expert on ourselves, which means we have to educate ourselves in all different aspects of self-care until we find the practices, the principles that fit into our lifestyles, that fit our personality. Okay? Education. So we got hope, we got personal responsibility, we have education. The fourth key of self-care is self-advocacy. And what I mean by self-advocacy is sometimes we have to ask. Sometimes we have to advocate for the things that we need in our lives. Okay? Sometimes we have to advocate. Sometimes we have to check in with our spouses or our kids or our parents or our siblings and say, look, I need this from you to maintain my level of self-care, of well-being. Okay? We have to, just like we tell our clients every day how important it is for them to advocate for themselves. We have to practice what we preach, guys, as social workers. Self-advocacy is so very important, you know. And the fifth key of self-care is support. And what I mean by support is mutual support. That means we provide support to other people, but we also have to, again, advocate for support from others. And it also means that we support ourselves, you know. We support ourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, you know. We can't do this by ourselves. There is that self component of personal responsibility, but we also need support from others. So there we have it, guys. 5 keys to keep in mind when you're practicing self-care. We talk about the importance of hope, personal responsibility, education, self-advocacy, and support. I hope that you can, if you're not incorporating these 5 keys into your self-care practices, I hope that you will be able to. But leave me some feedback. Leave me some comments below. Let me know what you think about this video. And again, I want to thank all the social workers out there for all that you do for your clients, for your agency, and for the profession. Please continue to support each other and yourselves. Bye for now.